22-year-old Anita Smith was the cashier at Wendy's Main Street on May 24th, 2000.
She was supposed to left at 11 o'clock.
Within the hour, the basement freezer revealed a brutal crime.
7 people shot and 5 dead at the scene.
Jaquione Johnson, just 18 then, was one of 2 survivors.
Survivors.
Take one, camera B, Mark.
Well, me personally, like, it was a little situation that went down. You know what I'm saying? Me and my people was chilling, hanging out, minding our business. Know what I mean? We supposed to be in school, but we ain't in school, if you get what I'm saying. At the end of the day, what I could say, that's when my brother got shot. He gets shot. After he gets shot, you know what I mean? I go to my people's crib that live close by in Flushing, where I got shot at. And after that, it was over.
So you working at Wendy's. How old are you?
Right now, I'm about to be 43 this year, God willing.
Take it back though. Right before May 24th, 2000, how old are you turning while you working at Wendy's? How old are you at this
I
point?
was 17 when I started. I turned 18 as I was working. As soon as I turned 18, about a week, I say a week or maybe a week and like 2 or 3 days. I got shot right before Labor Day, Memorial Weekend. Word is born.
Take us through the day.
And my birthday is May 6th, the best day of the year, you heard? Whoever born on May 6th, you already know, y'all niggas is the littest. That ass.
Shout out to everybody born on May 6th, that's a fact. So take me through the day. Let's go to May 24th, 2000.
That's my second birthday.
Take us through the day. Give me all the details you can. Tell me how that day started and take us through this unfortunate event.
So, boom. How can I say that? I get up. I come from work. I just came from work. I get up, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of tired. I wasn't really feeling that well that day. My cousin, which is her name is Dee Dee, which is Demetria, you know what I mean? She like, yo, look, come with me to the DMV. I go with her to the DMV. We wound up staying in there all day. You get what I'm saying? And then after that, I'm like, fuck it. Damn, I don't feel like going to work. I gotta go to work, but I don't feel like work. Next thing you know, I should have, something in my head told me don't go to work, but it was Memorial Day weekend. I needed that money. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a couple of good barbecues, all that stuff, you know what I mean? And I just left it at that. Next thing you know, go to work, everything cool, bing, bong, ping. Excuse me. Next thing you know, it's time for us to close. When we close, they like, yo, come downstairs and this, that, and the third. Go downstairs. I tell everybody else, go downstairs, boom. I'm thinking it's a regular day. And next thing you know, boom. Everybody get on the floor. And then everybody like, what the nigga? Me, I'm the first nigga that's down there, so not saying it like that, but I run straight downstairs and go in the office where the main office where everything is at, the safes and all that, the money, everything, they keep everything at. I run inside there. Boom. Go look. Ain't nobody. Fuck this nigga. Boom. Come back out. This nigga like, yo, everybody back up. It's a robbery. Not saying it like that, but he like, everybody back up. Like, I run into the motherfucking shit, nigga. You ain't taking my shit, nigga. I'm not saying it like that. I ain't super thug or nothing like that or nothing. But at the end of the day, excuse me, y'all. I motherfucking had to do what I had to do. Get my little possessions that I had in my personal, you get what I'm saying? Boom.
So
see.
he comes in.
He came in. Now it's two of them. Not just one, it's two of them. You know what I'm saying? So one come in, the nigga that's down, pardon my French, y'all.
Good.
I don't know if this is, nah, man.
You're good.
Pardon my French, but the person that was down there already, let me rephrase it like that, that already had niggas, had people down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but then the nigga, what he doing? The other guy, he came, he started duct taping everybody up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. Duct tape everybody up. Now, when it gets to the part when they about to pick everybody up to put them in the freezer, the manager, which was Gene, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, that was my guy, son, cool guy, son. And rest in peace to his family. Not saying it like that, but like my condolences to his family and all that. He pops the tape off his hands and pull it off his mouth for, what happened outside of that? That's when they told everybody to get up, go inside the freezer, and then once everybody got in the freezer, that's when they started putting plastic bags over everybody's head. Like, literally, like, tight. But for some reason, I don't know why I wasn't the one, or get what I'm saying, that didn't get tired. Boom. Everything went down. It's a wrap. Pop, 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 pop. That's what you heard. But in the process of the pop, 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 I was the first one. Not the first one, but I seen the first one that got shot. And the first one that got shot was Gene, then Anita, then Jeremy. Then it was supposed to have been me, but y'all went to Raymond, Ali, and then Patrick. And then I got hit. Dummy. Y'all some dumb motherfuckers for that, son. I even hate to think about it. I hate to talk about it. But God forgive me for saying all of that about the hate part, but I really dislike talking about that. But at the end of the day, that's part of my life. And then after all that bullshit happened, I survived. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What did y'all do for me? Nothing. Y'all ain't help me. Y'all ain't do nothing. You had people in the streets giving me money more than what the people who was talking about the situation with the Wendy Massacre, all that shit, they ain't do nothing. And I don't even think they even gave me personally, I don't know for a fact, but I don't know if they even gave anybody else anything. You get what I'm saying? What happened to the people, you know what I mean? What happened to Anita family, Jean family, Raymond family, Ali family, who else? It's one more. God forgive me for forgetting, but at the end of the day, I know they up there chilling too. Nigga, y'all good.
Let me ask you some
God
questions.
gonna bless y'all.
Let me ask you some questions, Fluff. So I want to go a little. Still want to go back. I don't know if you know, and I apologize in advance. Do you ever know? From what I've heard, was that he worked at the Wendy's before.
Yeah, well, John.
Yeah. So what was your relationship with him?
I never knew him.
Okay.
I ain't got no relations, nothing. Don't know him at all. So that's out the window.
So it was a shock to you, just like it was a shock for everybody else.
I was only 17, 18 years old when that shit happened.
Now I know a
Like,
lot of.
come on, how I know a 36-year-old guy at that time?
A lot of people just talk about the event, and it seems like the whole focus is just on that event and not about the aftermath of how that affects a person's life. So my question to you is, let's get past May 24th, 2000. What is life like for you after that? After the recovery, after all the things you have to go to. You as a father, you as a brother.
Up. Fuck all type of shit, nigga. That shit, they don't care about me. They just cause you was in the Wendy's Massacre, that don't mean anything. Type shit, like, that's how I figured. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Elaborate on it. I think it's a very important conversation. I think it's a very important topic because a lot of times people try to grab your story and use it for their own personal gain, and it's like, oh, we're talking about this happened, oh my God, this crazy event. But a lot of times, the people that suffer for this incident, they get lost. And I want you to really talk in detail to the audience about how you're still a human and how those things just don't...
like everybody else are humans.
And you're bigger than the event, and how does it affect you? Because, in my personal opinion, right, I think society owes you a debt. Right?
They do.
You're giving your time to talk about these things. And like you said, this ain't easy, right? It ain't easy to relive these incidents. It ain't easy to wake up every day and have to deal with the PTSD that comes with an event like that. But what we forget is, how do we take care of you? How do we understand that you're heard and that the time that you're giving us to uplift and show that despite what you went through, you're still a human, you're still a father, you're still a brother, you're still a son. How has it been navigating that journey after that event happened?
I heard something.
All right, let's do that. Take 2, take 3. Yo, brothers, y'all good? Anything y'all think? I heard that right before May 24th, 2000, you was gonna listen to the military. Talk me a little bit about you were listening to the military, your journey and everything.
That's what me and my boy Scott, my son Scott. You know who I'm talking about if you listening to this. But at the end of the day, he told me to get the buddy list. Pause. I don't know what all that is about, but at the end of the day, took the buddy list. I tried to take the buddy list. Signed up for it. In the process of that, I got shot. Word of mother.
So you're about to listen to military. I know right before that, 1999, your brother gets shot. What's going through your mind? You about to go to the military, your brother gets shot. All of this is happening right before the Wendy's massacre. Talk to me about that.
All right, when my brother got shot, right? And the process of that was the cause of me going into the Navy.
So your brother gets shot, and that motivates you to want to go into the military.
Yep. I wasn't the military, it was the Navy. I wanted the Navy. I wanted to be one of the little fish niggas.
So you forget
I like to swim.
You done with the Queens. Life is hard, but yet somehow you still end up at Wendy's.
Boom. Let me break it down to you. After that, my incident happened. My brother get hit. You know what I'm saying? I go to my people's crib. I'm chilling there. And the process of me chilling there, that's when my cousin Dee Dee, she put me on to about the Wendy's joint. And then that's when I started working with the Wendy's, and that's how all that shit went down.
So rumor is that you were close to 50 Cent in the same hospital when you got shot.
Facts.
Talk to me about it.
Facts.
So you going through what you going through, shot in the head, May 24, 2000. 50 Cent, also from Queens, gets shot 9 times. Talk to me about that. What is that experience like, that time?
All right. And me personally, we was both in pain. Hate to tell you that, like for real, like literally in pain. I don't know exactly what pain 50 Cent was feeling, but I know what I was feeling. And I was on another level. My mind was, it hurted. At the end of the day, I got through it. It was my main man, Stanley. He was my physical therapist at that time. I mean, tall black nigga. Poor. For all y'all guys that out there that thinking about all that dumb shit, fucking, but he was with me. He kept it real with me. He was one of them guys that'll tell you like, yo, look, nigga, And it was one day, I remember, that they tied my hand behind my back and was like, yo, you can't do nothing until you reach. I kept reaching, and that's how I got this arm to reach. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but other than that, this shit's crazy.
Hey there, my name is Jonathan Conyers, and I'm the author of I Wasn't Supposed to Be Here, the memoir, and I'm the creator of this show, I Wasn't Supposed to Be Here, the series. Even though I've received blessings from Jaquione Johnson and his family to continue to show the rest of this episode, I decided to do something differently. And I got to interview both his brothers, who gave me some more insight on what happened on that horrific day, May 24th, 2000. Even though I know most of you want to continue to hear from Jaquione and really live in this moment with him, I decided that it was best to end it with what you've seen. When I created this series, the goal was for people to come up here on their own free will and share some of the most horrendous things that have ever happened to them. And from personal experience in writing a book, I know how hard and how difficult that can be. And it was never my intention to show erratic things or people not in their best state for likes, views, more subscribers, or anything of that nature. I just wanted real and raw, honest storytelling and people to come here and feel like they have a safe space to share anything and everything they want to share with you all. That's not easy to do because as people are sharing these stories, they are still going through the emotions. Some of these individuals are sharing these stories for the first time ever. And to really have to dive in and go through that moment with them is challenging, tough. And even though we live in a world where content is more important than anything, I want to be respectful as I'm doing it. With that, I hope you enjoy the rest of the interview and spend time researching the Wendy's Massacre, advocating for the survivors, advocating for their family, and know that just because it's a moment for us, it lives with them forever. Thank you to everyone who watched this show, and we hope for your support. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
I never wanted him in trouble. That's one thing. Because I knew him being the youngest child, how wild he get. So I try to, give him money for him to stay out the way. Chill with your friends, go out, movies, do, you know what I mean? Because he young. So I hate to say it, but I started staring hard in the streets. Typical drug selling, getting into a lot of stuff in the neighborhood, stuff like that. And basically, June 3rd, 1999, I got shot in front of my mother, in front of my sister. So.
And just elaborate, what type of toll that took on your family? It's obvious, right? Like, what I mean by that, I mean, show respect. I don't mean, obviously, your mother and your sister and your family is going through pain and suffering. But what do you think mentally that does to your brothers? What do you think mentally that does to everything that's happening around you?
Quite sure it messed them up. My mom, she a church lady. We was all raised in the church, to be honest with you, But, sometimes you get stirred a different way sometimes. And she wasn't used to that. She didn't really know what I was doing. But for her to see her child shot, that kind of messed her up to the point that she wanted to get out of Far Rockaway.
So you get shot, y'all leave Far Rockaway, and now y'all head to Flushing?
Basically, my mom's leave Far Rockaway. They follow suit because, that's her crib. But it's like where she went, they couldn't go. So they went chill with my aunt in Flushing.
Okay. So now your brother ends up in Flushing because of the event that happened to you. He wants to go to the military. At what point is it like, hey, he don't go to the military, he ends up working at Wendy's on Main Street?
Well, me personally, I can't really say too much about that because I wasn't with them in Flushing. I was in the hospital, and then from there I went to stay with my baby mother. So I wasn't there with them. But that was his plan, Though about to turn 18, his friend went to the military. He was following suit. My other cousin went to the military. He was just following suit, something to do, make something of himself. Happened to just get a job at Wendy's.
Now take me through the day. Where are you at? What happens on May 24, 2000? Do you get a phone call? Do your mom call you? What is your mental like when you hear this is happening to your little brother?
I get a call. It's like 4 in the morning. And I'm like, I hate them calls because it's like, something happened. Because somebody calling you that early, you just know you about to hear something crazy. I wasn't expecting to hear that my little brother got shot. I just got shot. I'm on crutches still. Half of my leg was still open. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on crutches. And one of my cousins come pick me up, and then we shoot to Flushing Hospital. to see him with all them tools in his mouth and his head and all that stuff brought me back to my memories because I was just there a couple of months ago in the hospital, tubes, all of that.
What's life been like? You know, like a lot of people just want to stick to May 24th, 2000. But what I'm interested in knowing is what's the next 20 years like? What do y'all like? How do you
Man.
this trauma that, unfortunately came at y'all doorstep?
Well, I say life kind of went a little haywire. Now, after he rehabilitated, I guess they gave him some money, a couple of dollars to hold him down. He gonna do what he do with his money. So he was doing what he's doing. He was kind of out of control. It was strip clubs, this, that. Then me and him get locked up. Go upstate, come home. It's a lot, man.
You don't mind me asking, how much time y'all did?
I did a year and a half flat. He did a year and a day.
So after the event, life just kept happening.
Yeah, pretty much. Having kids.
What do you like to see from this? I think sometimes when things happen and the universe has a way of putting us in certain situations, what do you see the future for your brother? What do you see the future for your family?
I just want him to be all right, man. I know all the events that happened to him, he's not mentally there. It hurt. I know it hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And he got kids. I know he want to be there for them, but it's just like he just can't. He can't get there. And what you think? You'll think that the people that the Wendy people probably left him out to dry or whatever, but they give him a month. He can't live off of that. That's going in when you go to the store.
Do you think they owe him?
For somebody that went through something like that in your establishment, I would say yeah.
Well, when my other brother in 99 got shot, it was 11 o'clock in the morning. My sister was there and my mother was there. You know what I mean? But it was a beef in Far Rockaway. A beef that nobody never understood. It was just a beef. My brother went to go do something. He happened to get shot in front of my mother and my sister. The next year, we changed this game around. We go to work. My other brother gets shot in a restaurant. So how would you feel?
It gotta be tough to navigate, it gotta be tough to deal with.
You got a brother in the streets, a brother working. So it's like, don't be in the streets, get a job. You get a job, then you get shot.
Lose-lose situation.
So as an older brother, how would you feel? Like, damn, both of my brothers tried to do what they had to do, and then they both wound up getting shot, back to back.
So tell me, what's your mental like? What you willing to do? How you feeling? I know that's a lot to navigate. I know that's a lot to process, but I'm interested in knowing each event. It's like it's a lose-lose situation, which is how most black people feel in this world, in this current state. Your brother get a 9 to 5. He do the right thing. He's not following your footsteps. I know you in the street. Your other brother is in the street. He take that life and he deal with the consequence of that. So now, what are you thinking after May 24th, 2000?
Well, after May 4th, 2000, like, the average person will look at TV and like, oh, I see that on TV, until it's your family on TV. when you see your family there in that situation, like, damn, my brother just, like, my aunt called me, 12 o'clock at night, turned to the news. I turned to the news, all I see is 5 people dead. I'm not even thinking about it. I only think about it till the morning comes. To like, oh shit, my brother working Wendy's. And then I see it's in Flushing, then I run out the crib. I'm in the Bronx. I'm thinking I'm running out the crib in Main Street, because we used to live together at my aunt's crib. But I moved, he stayed there. I did security, he stayed with the restaurant. You know what I mean? We moved on. But after that day, it was different. Like, you never know. Like, people could say, like, I do this, I do that, until you into that predicament. Like, when you got cameras in front of your face, like, nobody know what my family went through. My other brother was still in the hospital while my mother was going to 5 people's funerals, holding her son down in the hospital, and it's just me and her. He don't know what's going on because he in the hospital. When the shit first happened, he covered his face. He didn't even want to see the news. So it's a lot. I was on Hot 97, everything. So it's like a lot went on through that time. You know what I mean? But then we built, after that was over, we built. Everything came. You know what I mean? My mother did what she had to do. And then it was like, the money came. Now you got 24, maybe 24, 18, 21. With a couple of $1,000. We went crazy. Next thing you know, both of my brothers in jail. I'm the only one on the streets. They come home, we back. Nobody say nothing. Nobody help, fluff, nobody nothing. You call Wendy's, nothing. You got the lady from Pix 11, she reached out. I give props to Foxy Brown, she reached out. You know what I mean? Who else at that time? Foxy Brown wanted to wear his shirt in the video, but he told her no. So we had to respect it. Even though he wasn't in his right mind, it was like, my brother said no. And this is when she was fucking with Jay-Z. Jay-Z gave this nigga $1,500, $1,500. At the time when he was big, Foxy came to the hospital, Jamaica Hospital. Right there, 50 Cent was right around the corner, looked at her and said, get the fuck out my room. Like, I was there through all this shit, nigga. Like, these are my brothers, God. Like, they shut down Jamaica Hospital for Jaquione Johnson. You know what I mean? Like, and to this day, like, his name's still Rock, but I feel like Wendy should have did better. They should have did better for my brother, God. They really should have did better.
I got an important question. How you think they right their wrongs? What can they do now to right their wrongs? If anybody's watching this, if this blows up, if the world sees, if this catches traction, from your voice, as the older brother who's been through their thick and thin, who watched this, who had to look at your little brother suffer, who was doing the right thing, who was not following your footsteps, wanted to go to the military, wanted to do this, what can they do? What can the community do to make it right for them?
Give him a Jaquione burger and put everything in his name. Give him a Jaquione burger. Give Anita burger. Give a Jean burger. Give the people that died in your restaurants a burger. Name them 1 year, 1 day out of, like, every year. Just name the 5 people that passed away. Like, get them some type of recognition. Like, let them know, like, we still care for y'all. Y'all died in my restaurant. You know what I mean? My brother, he was 18. You give him a little bit money, he blew through that shit. That shit was chump change. You giving black people money that don't know nothing. Niggas blow through shit. Chump change. Like, for real, like, help them out right now. They did the, the Pix 11 lady, I forgot her name. Murphy.
What's her name? Murray.
Lisa Murray.
Lisa.
She did something.
That's my homie right there.
Know what I mean? Reach out.
I call her Freckle.
Nobody say nothing about, like, reach out to the other families, but you got these niggas in jail living good. Know what I mean? John Teller, Craig, they good. They living their life. They could get visits, all that. I know my brother's still here with me, but what about the people that died? Know what I mean? My moms could have killed them niggas. But she said no to the death penalty. Know what I mean? She said no. One of them was retarded. John Teller, he could have got the death penalty. My mom said no to him because she a Christian woman. But all I'm just saying is, like, we good though. And I appreciate y'all doing this for my brother.
I'm thankful for y'all even coming on the platform, but I think there's a lot more we need to do. He's a good dude. I know you want to be there for his kids.
He's a good dude and he need help.
Yeah, and I think,
I'ma honestly say he need help.
and I think that's where it all started, because at some point, there's a lot of people here that they don't see. Everybody need help. Exactly. We all need help at some point, but if you read my story, there's millions of times where I was at the bottom and I got help. And I'm thankful for that. And you don't know what's going to happen or which way your life is going to go without that help. And I think as a community, as a people, especially if this do numbers that...
But see, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. When people say when they need help, it's not financially, this, that, or that. It's mentally, physically, like, just help. Like, come talk to me sometime, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go for a walk. Let's talk, son. Like, I need help. Just give me some a push. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. As black people, we need help. Like, we need to push each other.
I think, again, it comes down to community. We need community. We need love. We need respect. We need grace. And I think there's people out there, including me, that's willing to do that for them. But I have one more question before we end this. If you could say anything to John Taylor, you could say anything to Craig, what would it be?
Pardon my French, suck my